Imagine for a moment you just walked into a beautiful, vast forest, the trees stretching high above you, reaching into the sky. The wind rustles the leaves, and you're aware of how everything in the forest is interrelated, each tree, branch and leaf supporting the next. Now let's think about beliefs in the same way. There's a structure to beliefs, much like a forest. At the very top of the forest is the spiritual level, the highest part of the hierarchy, where you sense your connection to something greater than yourself. You might not always be aware of this level, but it's always there, guiding you. And just like how the tallest trees are supported by the ground, beneath the spiritual level lies identity. Who you believe you are, your identity, like the trunk of a tree, provides stability and direction. You might say, I'm a person who values kindness, or I'm a creative individual. They're not just thoughts, they're a part of your foundational structure supporting everything else. Now imagine the beliefs themselves, they're the branches. These are the things that shape your decisions, your values, your motivations. What do you believe is right? What do you think is important? Beliefs, they're like leaves that sway in the wind. They give life to the tree. They're formed by experiences, by moments in time, and they grow, change, and sometimes they fall away. Moving down, we have our capabilities, the smaller branches or twigs of the tree. These represent how you do things, your abilities, your skills, your strategies. A person's abilities are their tools in the world, like the leaves that help to gather sunlight. They work in tandem with beliefs, but they're also fluid. They can be developed, expanded, or adapted. Beneath the capabilities lies our behaviour, the actual actions we take, like the fruit that ripens from the tree. Behaviours, they're a manifestation of the world, the tangible results of your internal beliefs and capabilities. If you believe in kindness, your behaviour might reflect that in the way that you treat others. Finally, there's the environment, the space around the tree. The environment represents where, when, and how you exist. You might ask yourself, who am I in different environments? Just like a tree in a forest has adapted to its surroundings, so do we. Our behaviour, our beliefs, our capabilities, they shift based on the environment that we find ourselves in. Now let's explore how everything works together. If you want to change something, you need to understand where to start. When a person says, I'm a smoker, they're identifying with that behaviour at an identity level. This can be a powerful belief, but it's also a form of confusion. Smoking is just something they do, it's not who they are. So the first step is to chunk down and look at what's happening on a smaller scale. Do you smoke in the shower? Do you smoke while you're sleeping? Probably not. These questions, they allow you to start shifting the beliefs, breaking the generalizations that they've made about smoking being a part of their entire identity. Once the person realizes smoking is just a behaviour, it's not the identity, they've started to move up the hierarchy. Maybe they say, I'm capable of being a non-smoker. Now their belief system becomes more flexible, the change becomes possible. The belief systems, they're hierarchical. The higher you go, the more powerful the change. A small change at the behaviour level can shift your capabilities. And those shifts, they can cascade up to change your identity. So imagine, for example, someone believes they're not worthy of success. This belief might stem from their values or identity, and it's likely influencing their behaviour, preventing them from taking actions that could lead to success. By becoming aware of this structure, you can start to make changes in the environment or the behaviour, then work up the hierarchy, shifting the beliefs and the values that drive those behaviours. With each change, the person's internal landscape begins to shift, moving them closer to their desired outcome. Now consider this, when you want to create a lasting change, it's not just about shifting one behaviour, it's about working through all levels, from the environment to the capabilities to the beliefs and identity. This is a non-linear process. With every shift, no matter how small, it can have ripples affecting that lead to profound changes in a person's whole life. In a therapeutic setting, you start knowing your outcome. What do you want to achieve? This clarity then shapes everything. And once you know your outcome, you control your state. You manage your energy, your emotions, and your focus. When you're in a good state, you can build rapport with someone, connecting with them on a deeper level, so they feel understood, safe, heard. And from there, then it's all about your language skills. The language is the bridge between your inner world and the external world. Using the right language patterns, it allows you to gently shift someone's perspective, making them open to the new possibilities. When you dive into someone's process, you might find there's certain beliefs about themselves that are blocking their growth. This is where subliminal shifts can occur, often by asking powerful questions that can lead them to reorganize the inconsistencies or the contradictions in their own thinking. By targeting and linking to their values and their criteria, you can help them to break free from the old beliefs to adopt new, more empowering ones. Let's take a simple example. If someone believes I'm a bad person, you ask, in what context are you bad? All the time? You start to break apart the overgeneralization, making it easier for the person to see they're capable of change, and that being bad, it isn't their identity. They just have moments where the behaviour doesn't align with their values. Context is the key to reframing beliefs. As you move up and down the hierarchy, remember, people are not fixed in one place. They're constantly shifting and evolving, and you can help guide them in that process. You're not here to change who they are, but to help them to align their identity with the highest, most empowering beliefs and potential. Lastly, always be aware of how people's beliefs are anchored. They store these beliefs in their proprioceptive grid. By understanding where they feel the good decisions and the bad decisions, you can align yourself with that. So imagine knowing where they store trust and confidence in their body. You can stand in that space, feel that same energy, and link it to new positive change. By understanding the hierarchy of these beliefs, you can help others and yourself transform deeply and permanently, making shifts that are as natural as the trees in the forest, growing and evolving in the most powerful ways.